Hey, users, Rex, and I'm Johnny.
I'm Rose.
And this is Steins episode 2. So, last time, we had the introduction to the plot. And a lot of confusing things are happening. Have you guys thought about it or anything you're curious about?
Timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The text was sent to the past.
Yes, that's what we had at the last moment. The girl is still alive.
Yes.
Or is back alive. Mm-hmm. Unalived.
What?
And realived.
So, I mean, yeah, there's not really much to talk about.
No, because it was a confusing muddle, and I don't know what to take seriously, so I have to wait a couple episodes.
This is a very fun show to try to keep track of things. Because you will fail. So, guys, thank you everyone for being here. Guys, like a time, please like, subscribe, find some more. Remember, if you want to see the next couple of these episodes, you can check it out the Patreon link down below. And also remember to take part in the vote that's going on right now in the Patreon poll. Check it out. See the discussion.
Did you forget that everyone was like, it didn't happen? Whoa! What is he doing? Whoa! What
the heck,
bruh? What?
お前が刺されているの3時間ほど前ラジカンの中町博士記者会見オカリン妄想は違うがだけにしとけって中町博士の会見は中止になったっしょ、しかし牧瀬さんはい待てあなたではないおーい
Guillaume! She believes something, she knows something. And he gave the other name. Is that his real name?
Kyoma. No, it's not his real name. I think Okabe was his real name. The one that
Okabe or Okarin?
Okabe. But
so why
the pet name is Okarin. Along with Mayushi is also the pet name for Mayurin. It's just the cute version. It's just the cute version.
Wait, so you knew all this last episode?
No, when I was editing, I figured it out because I do know that people with her personality, the cutie personality,
they tend to do that.
Pet name.
Okay,
yes.
so tell me her name again.
Yeah, it's off.
Oh, she's giving me the picture. Time machines? That's why she knows things. Foolishness.
How dare you?
Keep yourself together. He's hiding his face.
Don't see me. Don't see me.
早計というより理論上否定されるべきものではないかというのが私の見解なのですが。なんだと。ではディスカッション形式にしましょうか。その方が頭の固い方にも。
Stubborn people.
ね。おーい、京馬さん。
She remembers his name.
Cicadas.
I guess she crushed him.
He got roasted. Oh my gosh. A little bit genius.
Just a little bit.
She must be an organization.
I feel like he's right about everything. Psychological warfare.
There's an organization.
Ruka? Oh, we've got a love interest.
Yeah. Kanguru.
Kanguru.
She also refers to herself in the third person.
Raise morale.
Oh, he has her doing it. Oh. Here's voice too.
Yes.
Is that a lot?
Yeah.
No. I don't think so.
成果を見せてもらおう。お祓いはできるか。
一応でもちゃんとしたお祓いならお父さんの方が
No, she'll chop it off.
She's getting her
前
mouth.
と手が逆だよ
It's different.
漆原ルッカ女にしか見えない。いや、女より女らしい。
Oh, he does like her. Okay.
But he's a guy.
Bye.
だが男だ。
The English of that scene was hilarious.
I could not get the first name. It was so long.
Ruka. That's all. Like, just go with Ruka.
神社の息子だからな。
わざごめん
通行止めか。
ここ通るとラジカンの裏だからね
Locked off.
それもこっちによこせ。バイトの時間だろ。
ありがとう今日はシフト遅い
Contact.
帰っちゃうと思うい
マユリ、お前本当に悲鳴は聞いていないんだな。
つ
今日ラジカンでだ。
聞いてないか
そう、分かった。だったらいい。誰一人として覚えてはいない。
No, remembers.
今日は早いのだな、ミスター。今日はバイトの面接があってな。この新規臭くて客もおらず、むさいおっさんがこの店に。おめえな。まさかバイトというのは。悪いか。名前は
な天音鈴葉
Money.
18
志望動機は。
ブラウン管が好きだよ
はいよ。だってこれは
Wow.
大壁ってんだ。この上に曲がりしてるバカだよ。大壁ではない。おーい。
Yes,
Totally
say it that way.
この袋は
Rintaro.
ラボに提供されたインテリジェンスコーンだ。
モンって小さいつぶつぶの
知らんのか。
見ても
おっと多くの人が
He has tormented someone.
機関に
He's so cringe.
よかったら相談に乗るよ
本気
Why is everybody just so willing to go into his delusions?
せいぜいそう思い込むがいい。
What is with his evil laugh?
ああいうのが流行ってあ
Oh.
Oh.
Because she entertained it, maybe.
Yeah.
12時頃ロッカーマユリたちの言うことに間違いない。
Goodle.
Guys, we don't know what that means.
You don't read Japanese.
マキセクリス事件。
And watch list.
Watch it. What about the metal whoopa?
Oh, yes.
タイムマシンはセルンによって独占されています。
CERN.
彼らは自身の利益のためだけに用いて世界にディストピアをもたらしました。私は未来を変えるためにやってきました。つまりセルンイコール独裁者って言いたいのか。いわゆる祖父のパラドックスですね。それは存在しません。過去の自分に会うことも可能です。その場合世界線が移動します。
World lines.
過去から未来へと流れる一本の線ではありません。世界線という無数に平行に流れる川のようなもので形成されています。今度のタイターは日本人か。アメリカのネット上に現れた自称タイムトラベラー。2036年から未来の世界にトラベル
2036.
してきたという。このリンクでも見てタイターのことぐらい調べてこい。誰のやつタイターのリンクを消した。
Daru.
10年バカな。10年経ったとはいえあれだけ騒ぎになったんだぞ。そんなこと
Even history has changed.
Oh, it became 56?
なぜだ。関連書はここに集めていたはず。もしもし、誰？本はどうした？ジョン・タイターに関する本だ。どこにある？なんだ？ほぼ徹夜で俺はジョン・タイターについて調べた。ネットの検索を駆使しあらゆる情報を集めた。しかしタイターに答えてほしい。10年前、つまり2000年のことだ。面白いことを言う人ですね。しかし残念ながら2000年には行ったことはありません。またその予定もありません。
Why is she taking pictures of him?
あ、待ってください。今俺を撮ったな。
For your own
した方がみんなためだ。
謝る深 快な思いをさせたのだ。
何を取っていたのだ。
証明。自分が今日
Oh, is she going through something?
Oh.
聞きたいことがある。
ずいぶん古いパソコンだな。
知ってる？
あ、いや、
詳しい人は
あるいは誰だ。
その人誰？
Uh-oh.
貴様には関係ない。写真は削除するように。
メラド。その人。
断る。貴様、脅そうというのか。
教えてくれたら消す。
いいだろう。ただし、仲間を売るわけにはいかん。教えるのは俺の。
Oh, I'll give you where I live.
法を隠居魔と書いてあるだろう。
I like how he has to say, oh.
She wrote it wrong.
Yeah.
風。
She's got problems.
Yeah, much like him.
Thank goodness we gave her our home address.
Maid cafe?
Cat maid.
おかえりなさいませ。おかえり。
よ、マユリ。
あの途中はマユシーニャンニャンだよ。
誰が。
あ、奥にいるよ。今日な。待ちかねていたにゃんぞ。3日に一度は顔を出す約束。
Every 3 days.
すまない。期間の妨害がひどく。
He has too many people who help him with this delusion.
それセールスに混ぜてほしいね。
よせ、お前が立ち入ってくれ。
手に入れたのにゃ。
許さない。絶対に。それでメールした。
I think it's because he's getting along with her. He's like, I'll never forgive you.
安心しろ。嘘で塗り固めた女に興味はない。二次元の嫁が泣いてる。三次元でも二次元魂を宿してるわ。
But she has a 2D soul.
Is that an insult?
おう、これ IBM 5100章幻のレトロ PC。
Retro PC.
1ヶ月くらい前だったから。
Like an IBM.
秋葉原のどこかに眠っているという噂が流れたから、それ聞きつけてきたんじゃに。それで結局見つからないまま、疾風陣雷のナイトハルトまで出張ってきたけど、出てこないってことは元からなかったんじゃねえかってことでファイナルアンサー。そんなに貴重なものなのか。発売は今から30年以上前。当時は値段高すぎでパソコンなんて誰も買えない時代。レア度激高ってパターン。さっきの女。
No, it's the girl.
早速メールしました。桐生萌香です。
20, no real draw. I can mail you right. I'm sending. Oh my gosh. Do you like it or not? Very different on messages.
お前を売らなかったことに感謝するんだな。貴重な PC だ。秋葉にはない可能性が高い。レルプサイコングル。
ご主人様、お待たせにゃんにゃん。
うひょー。世界がやばい。
The world is in danger.
大学の研究室で分析を行った結果、ゲルマナは分子レベルで
Gel
と
bananas.
いうことが判明した。バナナではない何かになってたと。
Oh.
現状考えられるのは電話レンジカッコ仮の電磁波の影響だな。
Name subject to change.
マッドサイエンティストと勘だ。よし、ではこれを使おう。
Why you gotta use the whole thing?
Oh no, she put her name on it and everything. Why can't you just put one?
いいだろ、ジョコ。
Yes, put one.
I never thought about it.
はい、終了。お
Disappeared?
バナナがバナナ。
Unless it's invisible.
ほら、緊急要請ロー。クーリングオフを発動させろ。ジェーンオーツ。うるさい。どこに隠した？隠したのは怒り。
You both saw it. Go ahead.
これはもしやテレポート可能な電子レンジ。なんだって。さから次、レンジに入れたはずのバナナを。
Is it back on the banana?
Oh.
It reattached.
でもさ、房に完全に繋がってね。一本ちぎったな。
It's cool, huh?
多分やはりテレポート。そういうことになる。
興味深い実験してるんですね。凛太郎。いえ、法王院京馬さんでしたっけ？
Makisa?
クリス。
The organization. Diving into the delusion.
Buying into it now.
Discussion.
Discussion.
Yeah. Freaky.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm glad like we at least have a witness this time.
Yes. Daru is in on it this time. And maybe Makise witnessed that?
Makise knows something.
How'd you get in?
100%.
How did she get in?
How did she get in? Who let her in?
They're both right there. So what do you think's happening?
I have no idea. What are you asking?
That was nasty every time.
Well, I don't think the bananas just teleported back because it was reattached properly.
Yeah, I think
So
it's like undue time somehow. But why would it only microwave one part of it? And why is it still turning it into gel? They still can't explain that. And he was analyzing as like completely different thing.
Well, that was part of it was in the microwave, right? So
Well,
why would it only do it to one part of it?
That's what I'm saying. There's like everything is questionable. Like,
okay.
Why is it attached and only part of it? Like it's like you can't put part of it in there. So
well, only part of it went in.
Somebody's playing games. Somebody did it.
Why do you think so? I don't think so.
No, not them. I feel like somebody, like the organization, is like doing something to mess with his mind. Like the fact that he's off the edge of reality, I think means it's been happening to him. Kind of like this poor girl he bumped into.
Well, it seems like this is the first time these things are happening because he's freaking out about it.
I think it's the first time he's remembering. Because like this girl, she is, it seems, feeling like she's going insane because she's trying to keep track of things that she's seeing. As if she's seen things that no one else believes has happened. Basically what's happening to him right now. Mm-hmm. So he's just staying aware through it. Where it seems like other people are forgetting. Like Daru was, or what's her name? Mayushi was with him, heard a scream with him, then doesn't remember the scream. So like something is causing people to remember and not remember.
Oh, another thing that I noticed while I was editing last episode is that while they were in the building, just before the lecture had started with the guy who was ripping off John Titor, we heard the earthquake, but like you mentioned, he heard it from above.
Oh yeah.
That could have been the satellite crashing into the building, but like it didn't happen in their world.
Oh, maybe he's a cross between worlds.
Or maybe like at that time is when his like world line started splitting. Like it split slowly.
Speaking of world lines, so we had a lot of talk with John Titor.
Yes.
He directly asked him some questions.
Yes, talking to this guys on the internet from 2036 trying to save the future.
Yes. He's like, there's the organization CERN trying to create a dystopia and only using time travel for their own benefit.
There's a real world CERN, but with a C. I think it's supposed to be the same organization.
We just have to figure out, we have to try and foresee it by 2030 and like hope that we could stop bad things in the next 6 years.
But yeah, then we also meet Maishi's brother.
Oh, that was her brother?
Who?
Ruka.
Was that her brother?
They talked about, they were talking like they were related.
I don't think they're actually
They're not related?
I thought they were just
okay.
friends.
Okay, it could be because Ruka was like our father.
I thought my father.
Yeah, maybe. I thought I read our father, but yeah, they could just be friends.
Shrine family.
Shrine family. Yeah, and apparently he regularly goes and possesses and pretends his hand is possessed.
Yeah.
And everybody once again just goes right for it. It's like, I must save him.
It's because he's so convincing. Like he doesn't. It's not like he looks like he's faking it. He's acting like he fully believes it. So it's hard for you to like. It's like someone saying, "I'm gonna go home and feed my unicorn. After this, I gotta go buy this." And you look at them, and you're like, I don't know if you're being serious, but you're not acting like you're not serious. So I think I need to go along with this conversation. You know, but they're people. It's not like they're even feeling that way. They're like, okay, this is it. But it looks like everybody's weird.
Yes. Yes.
If nothing else, he makes things interesting.
Yes. Yeah. Mr. Guy has the 2D waifus. But he's also like, he was the one like, control your delusions for now.
Yes.
He's like, you're allowed to delusion, but just like in this little space.
Yes.
It's fine.
Yeah, Daru's an otaku, but he has social awareness.
Socially aware otaku.
Of shame.
As opposed to this brown hair braid girl, just like that's what they do with these popular things these days, right? I wonder if she's from somewhere else too, and she's like being put here as like a spy. The organization. It's really like everything he says about like the organization, I feel like is true. Even though it's it's coming off as like his delusion, I feel like it's like coming out of his subconscious. I don't know what to believe, but I feel like it's gonna come back around and be like, I was right.
Yeah, probably. At least part of the things I assume are correct.
Yes.
We shall see. So I mean, he met the girl. She is alive, and she kept looking at him like, "What? What's up with that?"
Mm-hmm. And
like,
she wanted his name. She's like, "What's your name?" So she's like, "Okay, there's something with this guy." So I think she knows something.
Yes, and she had a whole lecture about time travel.
And why it's not real.
She gypped everyone and is like, I'm gonna tell you why you're stupid. You shouldn't have come to this lecture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Hoyin took all the heat off everyone else.
Yeah. Because there were probably other people who were like about it and just like, what do you mean? But they're not gonna stand up. They're not shameless like him.
Yes. Which is interesting because she went to a different lecture. She went to the first lecture, with the ripoff guy of John Titor in the before time. Did she just go there to be like, you lie?
Yeah.
You know?
I guess so.
Or was she trying to learn? Or now that she knows that this guy might remember something from the other world line, she's trying to stop him from realizing something.
I just had a theory. I think it was based on something you just said. I think she is actually not bad. I think she came to that time and was going to stop someone evil, and that's why they killed her. I think the bad guy killed her in the other timeline. So I think she's a part of some underground team that's also working with this new John Titor on the internet in some way to like carry out some plan to like save the world in maybe some underground way. So she's like, oh, there's someone else. Maybe that's all the people we see in the intro will eventually like gather them, like the people who remember.
Yeah, and also, who was the other voice that we heard screaming? Because the scream that we heard...
Was that a guy voice?
It was a guy voice.
It sounded like him to me.
Yeah.
I was wondering if he also died there. What if he is traveling between... Because in the thing they were talking about, the timelines, they talked about...
It is possible to meet your other self.
Right, so you can switch the world lines, but if you meet yourself, you end up splitting a line or something like that, they were saying. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe he was about to meet himself.
Not necessarily if you meet yourself, but you will split the timeline if you do anything different.
Okay.
But you can also meet yourself, which would inherently do something different.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. But, yeah, so maybe he's jumping world lines somehow.
That type of time travel is one of the more interesting ones to me because it's like, if you want to have time travel so that you can prevent terrible events, they will still happen.
Yeah, it's impossible.
You're just living in the good one.
Yes.
All the bad things are out there every single time you go back.
Yeah, which is sad, isn't it? It's like you abandoned your reality. You abandoned all the people that you loved in your reality to make your own reality.
Or did you just create a separate reality?
I think you're creating a separate one that you are making miserable.
Right.
Technically.
Yeah, it feels like an abandoning.
Yeah, it's interesting because like technically if you did nothing, bad things happen. But if you do something, bad things still happen, but good things also happen.
You made sure good things happen.
Yeah, and not to that's true. You make sure good things happen to at least your timeline. So I wonder if there's a way to like destroy timelines, kind of like we saw in Loki, where you can like end them.
But then who are you doing that for? Because if you're doing it for yourself, you're still annihilating billions of people. Trillions of potential people.
Well, what came to me while you guys were saying your other arguments was they all exist in this new timeline. So technically they didn't die.
Well, technically you just made two of them.
True, but...
Doppelgangers. And they all live. They all have fans.
That asks the question of what's the worth of a clone then?
Yeah.
If you cloned your body and then you harvested its organs, did you commit murder?
Yeah.
Or were you just being efficient?
Yeah. Maybe we should end that there. Goo Banana,
Gel Banana. That was really cool.
Also, that girl with the pictures, she's different on text.
Yes, cute.
She's a lot more talky. Yeah. She was very aggressive too. She was like, I'm gonna message you whether you like it or not.
And she was looking for a old computer.
IBM 1500,
yes.
Which is apparently mythical, which probably is only mythical because of some changes that were made. Maybe it existed before because she has this picture on her phone.
Yes, maybe she's looking for it in order to like make something to stop her maybe jumping world lines or staying aware of world lines changing. And maybe his phone probably has something to do with it as well. I wonder if the phones stay unaffected, which is why she's taking pictures with her phone.
That would make sense because he can see the message he sent like weeks into the future or something like that. Or into the past. Into the past. Yeah.
And also, everything changed once he sent the message to Daru.
Yeah.
Everything went wonky and people disappeared and then reappeared.
There also was a moment where he was looking up John Teeter only at 12 results when he did a second time at 56.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, is it actively changing?
Yeah.
The thing is, people still didn't know about him, even if it increased to 56.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just jumping. He's jumping world lines, I think. So when he's like doing the searches or something, because he's staying aware, he's messing with what would have happened if he wasn't aware. If he wasn't aware, you just do a Google or Goodle. It would, you just stop there. That's reality. But because he knows in his mind, wait a minute, he's broken what would have happened had he not had that information in his head.
He needs to stay in contact with John Teeter.
Yeah. Teeter.
And then help him publish his book and take some royalties. Write his forward, you know.
Get some money for the lab.
For the lab.
I don't think it's quite this, but that does remind me of like a horror trope that's not really used very often, of just being aware of things you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Like humans have certain senses, and there's some things you can do in like the horror trope that it gave you the extra sense, but you were never supposed to have it, and like that alone is like making
driving
you feel crazy.
Yeah.
But Ruka, the original ReZero cat boy. Remember ReZero? There was like a cat that looked like a girl, but everyone was like, wait, no, that's actually a dude.
Yes, the healer who would stay with the military lady. Yeah, I remember him.
No, I don't remember him at all.
But this is like pretty much one of the earliest versions of that.
Okay.
It's like, looks beautiful, but he's a guy.
I think I'll show you the English version after that. It's so funny.
Really?
And the only other thing I had was the text girl. I remember when I first saw this, I watched a lot of reactions to this. A lot of people were weirded out by how she's like so different on text versus in real life. But I was like, I always liked that character because I understood it.
Yes,
because
same.
like for years online, I didn't like speak with other people, but I used text to communicate in teams or whatever. But then when I finally did start using my mic, people noticed how quiet I was, how different I was in voice. So yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yes.
I'm not used to talking to people, then you're gonna speak a certain way.
Yes, and also you give as much information as possible when you're in text, because then they can choose whether to read it or not, and you don't feel as bad as just taking up time talking to somebody's ear off.
Yeah, actually, especially when everyone is talking, you can just say everything there. You said it. Like, if you didn't read, not my fault.
Basically.
I said there was 30 people down there, you went, you didn't read.
Stein mentioned, not Stein, not Stein, Hoin Kyoma mentioned he lost people, Sarah, Claudia, and I forgot the last name. Simona. Are those actual people, or, because like he was genuinely freaked out when he saw the phone girl had his picture. Like, he was worried about it. He was like, you have to delete that, otherwise you're in danger.
I wonder if those people were like, because he seems to attract girls.
Yeah.
So.
And anyway,
And near girls.
What?
Near
girls. So I'm wondering if it was just like girls that got tired of him and they stopped talking to him. It was like, oh, they're gone, they're destroyed, they're killed.
Or people who stopped, joining in with his delusions.
Yes.
Like, oh, the organization got to them.
Yes.
It's only entertaining for so long.
No, it really is.
And something else that happened actually when they were eating the omelets. It was the end of the world.
Oh,
Yes, I wrote that down.
There was like a fuzz moment when he was looking at it.
Yes. I was wondering, with like a train or something?
Yeah, like he was on a train riding a train. Like that could have just been him going home. But
And he was
it was weird.
Maybe it was getting to him for a while. Like his usual peppy self was taken down a little bit.
Maybe the other him was the chef, and he wrote on the omelet and is like, send it out to them. Don't ask about the message, cat girl. Goodbye.
Doesn't want to make contact.
Maybe he's like trying to send messages. The world is in danger. Like what is it? Like Bad Wolf from Doctor Who.
Yes.
Keep getting these messages that something is happening, but you don't know what's going on.
What is it mean?
Yeah.
I'd be so mad at my future self if he did that to me. It's like, just say it, dude. At this point, I'm frustrated. Just tell me. I don't care if the world breaks.
If his future self is here, that's probably the one that was talking to Mikase.
Guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, like your time here. Please like, subscribe if you want to see more. Remember, you can check a Patreon out down below if you want to see next couple of these a whole week early. Well, actually, it'll be 2 weeks early, I guess. But thank you very much, and we'll see you today. Goodbye.
Bye.
Vote on the movie poll if you're a patron.
Bye.
Special thanks to our patrons: Tyrone, NC Oxfam, Robert Maloney, Creed279, Jamal Wilson, Mavistro, Deli, Mauve, Biscuit, Raul Ignacio, Lizer, IRS, Shadow868, Dustin Cole, Riley Rose, Psycho6, Andreas Medina, Sammy B, Justin Knight, Algarion, Michael Wolf, Anthony 4, Anonymous, and Jeremy Wojnarek.